Okay. We're gonna restart the intro of the stream right here because I have to cut out everything else because it's gonna get copyright claims, a bajillion of them, for like the last 2 minutes. Anyway, welcome back to another stream, everybody, here on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch as well. Twitch's name that time? That's crazy. Anyway, we got Archangel, and Nappy, and Longhorn, and Spectre, and Brainless, and POA, and Lord Vader, and Longhorn, and Burning Paper Giant, and Vinny, and J Bro, and Longhorn again on 2 different platforms. Oh, Rusty, welcome back. We got Kono and Daniel, and Raven, Rivan. Oh wait, there's 2 wins in there? I don't know about that. Minkill and Gran, and so many others. Welcome in, everybody. Reading more of the chat. Did I miss anybody? John Connor, hello there. We've been awaiting your return. The tall curly one, welcome in. Salt as well, here to torment me again, I hope. I mean, what? And then Terry, hello there. Moldy. Okay, so we're gonna be playing on the truly Bedrock server again tonight. We got some things that we need to be building, everybody. Well, mostly destroying. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be tearing down things, mining some blocks, crafting some items, maybe. Doing some smelting. I don't know. We'll see what we get into. But basically, we are building that silverfish. No, not that. We're building that tropical fish experience farm. Tropical fish experience farm. Who ever heard of such a thing? It's kind of crazy, though. Like, my determination to get experience out of these tropical fish kind of, like, spurred on arrow trident killers and then on 2 other videos and then, like, all these other things. Three videos from this one little project. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, to give you a recap of what we're doing, we have this tropical fish farm down here at the bottom. Yeah, that's right. We already have it built. We're building another one. So these guys walk on into these little kill chambers right here. It's just a puddle of water. They see that it's deep, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I want to go swim to deep water." And not that guy, apparently. No, he wants to go to swim into that deep water. And then we got some floating tipped arrows in here. That one hit kills the guys, so the arrows don't despawn. And then, you know, it's insta-killing, so they don't get absorbed. They don't get nudged around. They stay there forever. It applies the looting effect. It gives us experience. It's fantastic. This is a lush cave right here. And then we're going to build another one of these above us as well in the lukewarm ocean biome. And that's going to be actually better than this one. Now, we can build that up first, but we need to do a little bit of mining and some crafting and some block placing before we can do that. I feel like my FOV is all kinds of off right now. No, it's on 70. Feels weird. And then we also need to mine out a bunch of blocks as well. These are all empty. Convenient. But yeah, look how many bones we got. We're not even using looting right now. And then we also got all of this. So many cloudfish. That's without looting. And then all of them's. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. And I'm pretty happy with this project. And due to the arrow killers from like Onion and Gourd of Fame and Bedrock Mob Farming Discord and Tristone Society and just like basically everybody. Old Rusty for this farm, just like a whole bunch of people. That Pigman probably was involved. Seems like we got everybody. Yeah, we got this farm. So I'll probably be making a tutorial for this. This guy is trying to be my storage minion now. We can arrange this. Got myself a storage minion. Yeah, so we got this farm I'll do a tutorial on. We got this episode of Truly Bedrock. And I just went ahead and recorded the Silverfish Experience Farm, which can get you to level 100 in 27 seconds, everybody. Are you hearing me, Pigman? 27 seconds! You're my captive audience now. You can't go nowhere. You got... Okay, I guess he can go somewhere. But you still gotta listen to me. I know you can hear me. He's gotta listen to all my rants now. This is great. We're gonna keep this guy. Do I have some name tags? I got some name tags. Yeah, that's right. Name this guy my storage minion. Let's get some slabs up in here. Now, where do you think you're going? Get back in there. You're my storage minion. Call you guys a copper golem up in here. Yes, perfection. I gotta make sure not to mine out the blocks underneath this guy. Love it. Good start. Good start. Subscribe. Also, we're like less than 2,000 away from 700,000 subscribers, so that's crazy. A long time coming. We've been waiting for that one. Out of curiosity, when did we hit 600,000? Was it like 12 years ago? Probably was. Do I want to know? Hold up. It was a minute. It was a minute ago. Any guesses? It was over a year ago. It was January 27th, 2024. Year and a half. Year and a half. Okay. So what is this thing smelting? Where are we at on this project? We got iron smelting. We got kelp. Okay, and sand as well. Okay. Okay. So the things that we actually need to do tonight is several. First of all, we need to mine out a bunch of things. My guy, I got rid of all that water in there, so you want to be there. Yes, we got to mine out all these blocks. We got to mine those down to a certain layer, which is this layer right here. We have to mine out all of these blocks. And then we also need to build up the spawning platform as well. I don't know what I want to do for that. Maybe we'll just do like some stone bricks right now. Age reveal incoming. Yeah, 750,000. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, 750,000 subscribers. We'll do an age reveal. I know. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. We'll hit that, I don't know, I guess middle of next year at this rate. Jeez. Aaron, welcome in. A hype channel? Oh, yeah. A spam channel. Now, we turn off experience for those. But another... we could bring back the hype channel, everybody. I'm in the suspense. I'm 14! That's deep. That's deep. You don't know my age. You might know my age, but you don't know my age. See, there's different levels of emphasis. It's different. The wiki already revealed my age. Now, the wiki, listen, man, the internet lies. The internet's full of lies and deceit and deception and misinformation and disinformation and just upsetting information. What is it? This is the dumbest possible water cave. What is this? Do I still have those sponges? Oh yeah, I never gave Groova back his sponges. we totally forgot to do that. Someone remind me to do that. Where's my sponges? Where's his sponges at? That's the better question. There we go. Also, we gotta build ourselves another tunnel as well. It also has cute animal videos, so you trust it implicitly. You may need to double check your, like, qualifications for a trustworthy source. If they're just like, ooh, look, cute kitten, but also moon landing's fake, then you might need to dial in your trustworthiness. So just a little bit, just a little bit. But I think that's a real tactic. I saw the bad news station posting cute animal pictures and stuff. I was like, is this how they get you? Is this how they bring in the boomers? This must be it. Must be it, everybody. You just built the advanced wool farm? Made a video on? The most recent one with, like, the dried grass? Because, like, there's an even better one. Make sure I return the sponges. Thank you, reminded me. Thanks. I'm pretty sure I said remind me later. I guess now it's later. Okay, you got me. I done goofed. I should have seen this coming. Right then. So how much deep slate do we have? A stack. None of this deep slate. Hey, look at that. That was convenient. That was convenient. It filtered out all the deep slate for me. Look at this. Boom. Okay. It's getting convenient over here. There's a poll. What's this poll on? How old is silent IRL? 19 to 24, 25 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 45. No one voted for that one. 46 to 55. But what if I'm 56? There's just no option. I feel excluded. This is discrimination. You're violating my rights to be insulted. Here, storage minion. Take. Oh no! I guess the storage minion's actually taking those blocks. Okay, we're gonna take all of this. Put that in there, thank you. And the rest of this is just gonna go somewhere not in that box. So, the real question is, like, do we actually want to use the polished deep slate? Seems like we maybe should. The other option there is stone bricks. But it seems like polished deep slate might be better, especially because the bottom layer is already regular deep slate. Yeah, look at that. That was actually convenient. See, I'm using the pack, Longhorn. I'm using the pack. Warped Wart. You're banned. You have 70 sheep in there? Oh god, no wonder. That's gonna overload the hopper minecarts. Maybe I should have said infinite wool in that video. I wonder how that video's doing, actually. Off to the YouTube channel. Give me one moment. I'm getting sidetracked already. See, wool farm tutorial. Is it gonna let me search wool? Wool. 70,000 views? That's not too bad, I guess. It'll grow. Tutorials are kind of long burn kind of deal. Right. So... Oh, I guess there's also this stuff, but that's so annoying to have to, like, smelt down. I don't want to deal with all that. Yeah, look at that. We're getting experience over here. So, let's go ahead and do the polished deep slate thing, because you guys had no better suggestions. I ain't seen nothing, therefore it don't exist. We need to actually mine out the whole area first, though, so let's not do this right now. I guess we'll put them in this box. It's only 40 by 40, so it's really not, like, that big of a deal. It's less than 40 stacks. Diorite walls. You're banned. I'll ban everybody tonight. I'm in a mood. Watch out. Okay, I don't know how much cobblestone we have. I don't know how much stone we have, but I figure we'll mine out this layer with the cobble, and then we'll start getting some stone in the other layers. Because cobblestone's actually useful for the crafting. Like, anytime we need quartz walls. Mojang is banned for not adding that to the game. There we go. I'll get a ban out of that. Yeah, why don't we have quartz prismarine walls? But yeah, cobblestone, we'll actually use this for the pistons and the droppers and the dispensers and the observers and, like, all that stuff. So, not a big deal there. Like, it'll find a place. It'll find a place that it belongs. It's only gonna go to this corner right here. I would like to get this flooded kind of immediately, though, because I do not want to deal with these slimes. Oh, I know the slimes are gonna spawn down there. For now. So I guess if we just, like, kill those guys and turn them into the little tinies, then we won't have an issue. Speaking of slimes, I do have technically a working oozing farm using the arrow trident killers. I guess they're not a trident killer, but, like, the arrow killers. It does technically work. It's just, like, a little bit slow. I'm not sure if it's really worth the effort. Granted, it is a lot cheaper to use than my previous oozing farm. Is it, though? Wait, hold up. Does that one use harming potions? I don't think it does. It just kills them on campfires. It's pretty laggy, though. It's almost too good. That's the problem with, like, oozing farms, is they're too good. You get too many slimes. Because, like, 100 silverfish turns into 200 medium slimes instantly, and then those guys die and they turn into the baby slimes, and then that's like 300 or 400 guys. So it's real exponential, real quick. And then your infestation potions last for 3 minutes, so you really gotta handle all that. But for some reason, the medium slimes kind of ruin your arrow killers. So I'm not sure exactly why that's a problem. That's probably never gonna get fixed, though. So it's like a 4-stage process to use it for a slime farm. But it does apply the looting effect. The previous oozing farm I had was like 365,000 slime balls an hour. So in theory, with the looting effect on this, we might be pushing like 600,000, maybe 700,000. It's supposed to be 2.5 times as many items, but we're not killing the medium slimes with looting. Only the smalls. Why am I playing Pocket Edition when I have PC? Well, Bedrock's on every device ever, right? And also, I'm a Legacy Console Edition player. And they killed my Legacy Console Edition and replaced it with this, so here I am. I did play Java Edition for a while, though. I'm not incapable of playing Java. We've done quite a bit of Java stuff over the years. We actually just did some stuff recently on the Just Create SMP. I got invited on to be a judge. That was good fun. Solid time all around. Oh, you know what I completely forgot to do? I forgot to get Silent 2 on here. Slime walls. There we go. Finally, a good suggestion. Let's go. Yeah, so technically Pocket Edition doesn't exist anymore. It's just Bedrock Edition, but everyone still says Pocket or MCPE or something. Is this going to start up the Java? Why does Java take so long to start? Java is ridiculously slow. Once you're used to Bedrock, it's like, oh man. Like, I can start up Bedrock Edition and the Minecraft launcher at the same time, and I'll be able to join a Bedrock Edition server and, like, be playing on truly Bedrock by the time the launcher is, like, even open. And then you gotta, like, wait for it to, like, load the actual game as well. You gotta go press your buttons, and then it, like, sometimes just doesn't even show up for, like, 40 seconds. It's like, is it starting? It's starting, I guess. And then it shows up, and then it's still got the other loading screens. And then you have to get into a server, and then all this other stuff as well. There's just a lot. I heard an effect, or an alert, but apparently my alerts are broken right now. But Raid, welcome in with the Raid. How you doing? Yeah, why are my alerts broken? Right now we're building a tropical fish experience farm, because it's really silly, and we can. Using all that Bedrock exclusive content right there. Oh, there goes these guys. Okay, let's keep them alive for now. Just to fill up that mob cap. Yeah, so all my tutorials still work as long as they're not marked as broken. If it's broken, I'll tell you in the pinned comment or the title of the video even. Okay, so let's go throw these away. I'm getting Silent 2 on right now. It takes forever to join the server though. Why no sword? Swords are outdated. Swords are useless. Why sword when axe do good? Who needs sword when axe do cut job? Very nice. Alright, there you go, buddy. Oh, he's holding a moss head. Silent 2, let's put this guy into spectator mode. Thank you. And then he's just going to stay there. I'm going to put him up in the wall over here. And then we will get the flashback rolling on this. That way he can start time-lapsing for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Silent 2. We appreciate it. A 13-in-1 auto tree farm? Oh, like every single tree and then the warp trees as well? That sounds horrible. Ah, gee, that sounds horrible. You know what? May I suggest TNT or an axe? This is technically a 13-in-1 tree farm right there, Mike. But yeah, basically how this is working is we have a lush cave right here. All these are the tropical fish. They spawn in the one layer of water, but they want to pathfind to the deeper water, which is our bubble columns over here. We got some tipped arrows floating in the bubbles. They never despawn when they're floating like that, because they're counting as flying, so that's cool. And then as long as they one-shot a mob, the arrows don't get absorbed or decay. They can kill an infinite amount of mobs. They apply the looting effect and they give you experience. It basically counts as a player kill. So we got like 5 of those set up. These are equally spaced to give us the best option. I feel like I might have some water over here, because these guys are pathfinding. Luckily, Silent 2 is in spectator mode. I can just go check that real quick. There is some water, but it's pretty far down. I don't think that's affecting them. Anyway, it's a weird conglomeration of fish. Yeah, so then we have... So this is all cave... These are all cave spawns, so they have their own mob cap of, like... Whatever it is, I think we can have 20 fish at a time. Because that's how many tropical fish spawn. Also on Bedrock Edition, these guys drop full-on bones instead of bone meal like they do on Java. So, I mean, oh god, it's too much. It's too much fish. It's too much! And then we have another one of these built in a lukewarm ocean. This has a mob cap of like 36, but you can get 20 tropical fish, and then cod and salmon, and all of them still drop bones, so we get even more stuff. So, in theory, it's like 55,000 bone meal an hour. And the fish spawn from like 12 to 32 blocks away from you, so you can have a lot of stuff. So we're having surface spawns and cave spawns, dual mob caps, really like quintuple mob caps, because 2 tropical fish, cave and surface, and then you got your surface spawns for your cod and salmon. Salmon with an L, hard L, and then this layer just needs to have sky axes above it, so we can have all these blocks here. Gotta mine all this thing out and stuff. Now, real quick, I do want to make sure that I don't overmine this, so we're actually going to go around all the edges and just do a little bit of this. Give us a nice little border to work from. I plan any realms or servers? This is our SMP, basically. I mean, it's not mine, but, like, this is the one that we play on, you know? Truly Bedrock, we got a whole bunch of other YouTubers on here as well. Making content and videos and streams and lag, apparently. Lots and lots of block lag. Lots and lots of block lag. All the block lag, there it goes. We'll just go ahead and mine those blocks again, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here, folks! It's all good! We don't even have everything built on the server right now, it's just, don't worry about it. It's fine. And then, yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of fan servers in the community as well. So Derptopia, our patron Bedrock fan server, just reset for Season 4. Things are going swell over there. We got a few new people. It's doing great. We got a great community going. Fun times all around. That server's going to last for about 2 years. So if you want to join, you can join our Patreon. Sign up for that. That's cool. And then we also have Whispercraft. That's our public Bedrock Edition fan server. That one's also going to last about 2 years. And you can apply for that. It's a little bit more difficult to get into because, of course, it's public. So we got to make sure that we don't get any trolls in there. And if we do, then you're just wasting your time because we're going to find you and ban you. So don't bother. You got to do like a whole application process. It's a whole thing. We were really strict on that stuff. And then we also got the Plot World, which is our Bedrock and Java crossplay fancy creative world. Got some build competitions happening on there every month-ish. And then we also got Piglandia, which is also our Bedrock and Java survival crossplay server. That one's a bit different. It resets like every 3 or so months. It's got a different kind of world theme every time. So like super flat or amplified or skyblock or, you know, just a different play experience every time, basically. But yeah, so far the new seasons of Whispercraft and Derptopia seem to be going great. Lots of community engagement and stuff, so that's fun. We're going to be having the end events sometime soon. You guys are going to love/hate that. So that's going to be great. They're really cooking up some nightmare fuel, as is tradition. Oh yeah, the Crater Creator! I'm so happy with how the thing turned out. It's great. Glad it's working well for you. Speaking of, like, TNT World Eaters, I have some more awesome stuff that I want to show you guys with that. Using, like, snow or /sand/gravity block skipping. And you can make, like, a 7,000 block long nether tunnel in, like, a matter of minutes. Because it's just launching TNT into unloaded chunks. And then it just explodes as you get near it. So you can just, like, insta-bore your way to infinity. It's an infinity bore. So that's going to be a crazy video. If we do that on the server, we'll be able to get, like, a netherite beacon. Zloy's already mining by hand. Darn near a stack of netherite blocks. No, he's got like 25 netherite blocks. I forgot that it's 1 to 4. But yeah, he's got like 9 stacks of debris right now. Actually, he might have more than that. I don't know what the man's doing, but apparently he is coping by mining. Because Because like a week ago, he had 9 stacks of debris. But yeah, with the gas farm, if we AFK at that for a while, plus get our sand mining operation going, then we can make just like a double chest of TNT, which I think he's already crafted. Then we can go ahead and set up an infinity bore. It's gonna be crazy. I think I might have to go make a new design for that. So the one I had in mind might be broken, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, Zloy has been mining too much. Too much netherite. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. He does like to mine. I don't know why, I don't know how he got into this game if he likes to mine, man. It's crazy. There's, like, no mining in this game. Right, so we need lava if we want to keep smelting. I guess we'll head to the nether real quick. I'm sure we'll find some lava. There's got to be at least a couple pieces of lava here. He yearns for the mines? He does. I don't have that as a sound effect, actually. I got Chicken Jockey, Steve, Flint and Steel, Villagers, and Blade. I don't have Yearn for the Mines. I need that one. Here we go. There's a piece of lava. Also, I think Liara has a kelp farm that they're turning into a smeltery, so we can just buy kelp blocks from them. Why do I need to smelt kelp? Because I wanted to use it for fuel, which is actually a great point. There's probably a bunch of kelp blocks I can just make to use as fuel. I forgot about that small detail. Are we not gonna find any lava? Last time I came up here, it was all lava. Hey, there we go. I swear, we're underneath a lava lake and a basalt delta. Oh, maybe we're not. Oh no, we are. Oh god, jeez. There was no lava up there, and then there was. That was almost very bad. What happened there? There was no lava. And then there was. I must have broken the block to the side of the lava. But I mean, right around here was... Yeah, I'm breaking the blocks to the side of the lava. So we're, you know those like little pothole areas where there's just like random lava sources? Yeah, we're right underneath one of those. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Why is there gotta be lava everywhere? It's not like it's in the nether or something. Jeez, man. What if we go this way? Surely there can't be... There's still more? How? Oh, I could have just gone this way? Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. And it's like, this doesn't happen to just conveniently wrap around to the surface, does it? Bro, how's there still more lava? Stop it! Bad nether. Oh, well, no wonder there was a bunch of lava. It was all lava. It was all lava. Jeez. No wonder. Jeez. Why'd your kelp farm stop working? If it's using a flying machine, just go ahead and activate the observer on it. One of the two. Should, or both. It'll restart. But otherwise, like, it's not really a bunch of ways that a kelp farm can break. Unless you really try. Am I surprised? Yeah, not with my luck. Pretty used to these things, you know. This is what I get for yearning too much. I've yearned too hard, and then Minecraft had to step in and stop me. It was kind of like an intervention kind of deal. Add one extra bucket? Come on now. Yeah, look at this. Here we go. Could have just used that. We could have skipped this entire process. Could have avoided all that pain and suffering and just gone straight to smelting. Okay, did I bring more logs? I didn't, but I brought chests. I didn't bring more logs? Wow. improperly prepared Piggo. This is unacceptable. But at least now we have that. If I'm remembering correctly, the Nether Hub is like 100, negative 125 or something. See, I can remember things. Do I do content full time? I do, yeah. I've been for a few years. I was doing this full time since before I probably should have. I was going bankrupt by not paying my rent because I didn't have the money. But you know, it's kind of is what it was. But it's worked out so far, you know. It's fun. Don't worry about it. To be fair, the rent was like $700 bucks, man. It was stupid. My mortgage is less than that. My mortgage is half of that. Granted, that bedroom was a lot nicer than any room in this house, but to be fair, it was a one-bedroom rent for $700 bucks, man. And that was in like 2016. I'm sure it's like $1,200 now. Crazy. Crazy, man. No wonder I was going bankrupt over there. But yeah, no, I was like several months behind on that rent. Luckily, I got so lucky with like the nicest old couple. They were like renting out their houses because apparently, you know, they bought all these houses when they were cheap in like the 40s. I won't get into that rant, but yeah, they probably bought that house for like $1,000 and like a bag of nickels, and yeah, I'm sure that was. And then they rented out, and then they're just making bank over there. But they were really nice, so it's fine. Yeah, West Coast. I swear, they had like 3 houses at least, man. Because they had like this really, really nice, huge place. It had like, I think it used to be like a retirement home or something. Because it had like all these like actual like, you know, it had like the railing and the shower and by the toilet and stuff. It was like, this was clearly set up for somebody. Because they were fine. Like, they could get around. They didn't need that stuff. Yeah, it was set up for all that. So there's like a bunch of rooms there. Had a nice view. I don't know, man. Place was probably like $500,000 if you wanted to buy it today. I'm sure they got it for like $2,000. Anyway. But yeah, they had that place, which was crazy. And then they had a regular house that they rented out to like 7 different people. There was a lot of people in that house. And then I think they had more places too. That's crazy. How do they afford all this? Dazed and confused. Bankruptcy fund. Luckily, I am no longer bankrupt on that particular matter. Although we're working on it. We're working on it. Thank you very much for the super chat, though. Hospice. It could have been. Yeah, some sort of like retirement home or something, or like, I don't know. They had it set up for something. But yeah, they were doing quite well for themselves. Hey, excuse me, sir, this is a off-limits area. Employees only. Would I like a cookies or would I like a cookie or were those original? That's a trap. You're trying to figure out how old I am. Generally though, a cookie's gonna be better, right? I mean, it depends on the cookie. You always know a Werther's original is gonna be consistently good, but what's the cookie? There's a lot of variety in cookies. A lot of variety. You might get burned on a cookie. An oatmeal cookie? Ah, jeez, give me that Werther's original. What are you doing? Get out of here. It's not even comparison, man. Not even a comparison. Listen, they taste good. Slime chunks. Yeah, we got too many slime chunks over here. I swear we have at least 2. We're only mining out 4 chunks, so it's like... Or no, technically this is 40 blocks wide, so I mean, hold up. We're touching 16 different chunks with this hole right here. So, I mean, I guess it's, you know, fairly likely. But most of those chunks are on the very edges. There's 4 full chunks, and then everything else is right along the edges. Made some oats and chocolate cake today? What, man? You've been baking over there. I did not eat today, actually. Besides some leftovers and some Cheez-Its. Make with the skull farm tutorial. I have a couple and they still work great. So if you need one, check them out. Can you jump over items if by doing this? I leave any behind? Not really, actually. Okay, yeah, I mean, there are good ways to make oatmeal cookies. It's when you put the raisins in them that it's, like, really hit or miss, though. Right, because sometimes raisins are good. Like, I was eating a lot of trail mix, and sometimes the raisins would really hit and be like, man, some good raisins. But more often than not, man, you get, like, one that's, like, a little bit too past due, like, a little bit too sour. It's like, that's nasty. Or you get one that has, like, the pit on the end of it, because, you know, it's a grape, right? So, like, it can have that little stem. Not a pit, but, like, a little bit of stem on the end. It's like, you break your teeth doing that, man. Sometimes raisins are okay. Most of the time, though, like, not really. We need a chest for, like, the ores. The ores! Anzac biscuits? I don't think I have. Is that a British thing or an old person thing? Because I'm possibly one of those things. Oatmeal cookies with chocolate chips. Yeah, okay, now listen, there are the no bake cookies, right? So you can make like the oatmeal, you put it in a pan, you melt some butter, you throw in some chocolate chips, you melt those, a bit of peanut butter, a bit of honey, and then I put a little bit of creamer in there, just like thicken it up. You get that instant oatmeal, and then like those are pretty solid. And then if you really want to, you can like squish them and put them into shape, and put them in the fridge, like harden them up a little bit. Like those can be great. Like that's good. I make that every now and again. Used to make a bunch of that when I was a kid. And then, yeah, depending on how you make those can be really, really good. You do kind of have to cook it a little bit if you want the oatmeal to get, like, properly soft. Otherwise, you really got to work it to get that oatmeal softened up, even with the instant oats. Yeah, making a pan works out great. Because then you, like, melt the chocolate chips into it as well. But there are ways to make it where it's, like, really nice and kind of, like, glazed even with the honey. Where the chocolate chips are still solid. But I haven't figured out how to do that consistently with, like, good oatmeal. Because you don't want the oatmeal to be, like, hard, right? But yeah, that can be really good. And sometimes there's ways to make oatmeal raisin cookies. But listen, those are the edge cases. It's funner to just diss on the oatmeal cookies. Let's be completely for real. Let's be so for real, for real. Your mom made biscuits with 7-Up and Sprite? Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, we need to build up this farm. I had blocks that were already crafted. I don't know where to put them. I put them in a shulker box. That's what I did with them. Yeah, here we go. I don't know how much I need, but I mean, I assume this will be quite a bit of it. Now, baked cookies were the first thing you made in food class back in 2002. They're kind of a time-honored classic, because I think that's where my mom learned how to make them, and then she taught me. Hey man, home ec out here like teaching you the good life skills. No baked cookies. What are we building tonight? Did you read the title? It's a tropical fish experience farm. It's possibly the dumbest XP farm in Minecraft, but you know what? It's pretty good actually. It's no 100 levels in 27 seconds, a silverfish experience arrow killer farm, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, my guys. Agent, welcome in. How you doing? I'm gonna cook Hawaiian food. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, makes sense, right? You're in Hawaii. Did you learn how to like make kalo and all that stuff? Poi and have a luau, wrap it in tea leaves and all that stuff. Did you learn how to like carve spam to make the sculptures? I went to like I was like a little fair at some point when I was living there, and like people were like going crazy. They were going ham, making like carvings out of spam. It was kind of crazy. It's like, what, you can do that? I didn't know this was a possibility. Spam fest, yeah. People in Hawaii love spam. I never quite understood it, but I mean, I guess it's affordable, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, right? Carving spam is a national pastime. And Australia, too! That's crazy. Yeah, Hawaii has like a lot of their own unique culture, of course, but then like some weird amalgamations of like other cultures, which maybe they stole that from the Americans, because that's like all of our culture is just little bits of other cultures' culture. We're just like, oh, we'll take a little bit of that, and we'll take a little bit of this. One thing. Spam fried rice. Yeah, that's what a lot of the usage is, right? Oh, not here? Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you see, that's like a general block duplication, though, so it's not really like a TNT duper. Like, a proper TNT duper for Bedrock would be similar to the ones on Java, where it's just TNT. And if it's just TNT, I think Mojang might actually leave it alone. But because it's a general block duper, then, like, yeah, it's gonna get patched out. So, I mean, if you want to do that for TNT, then, I mean, go for it, I guess. I would rather stick to just a standard gravity block duper, because that feels a lot more legit. With a standard any block duper, then you're gonna go down the slippery slope of like, well, I guess I'll just do a couple netherite blocks. Just a couple thousand. And then, you know, you run the risk of kind of ruining the feel and the vibe of your survival world if you go overboard with like the duping, right? Because then a lot of people will just like make double chests of like diamond blocks and everything, and then you're kind of in a post-scarcity society situation where it's like, oh, what do I do now? Well, there's nothing to really grind for, so what am I gonna do? And then I feel like a lot of people burn out on their worlds doing that. Not that it can't be fun for like a little while, like, oh, yeah, look at this, we can just throw a bunch of diamonds in fire or whatever. Or, you know, have like a little stockpile stuff where you lose your gear, then you're fine, but you gotta be careful. Careful not to ruin the feel of your world, right? You don't want to rob yourself of joy. And that's my very sophisticated philosophical take on Minecraft duplication. Illegal block duplication? Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, who cares? Duplicating yourself some nether portals or something? Some nether portal tiles? Some bedrock blocks? If you got the first block legit, then like, you know, you're already kind of living on the edge anyway, right? Or like some bubble columns or something. Yeah, I don't really see an issue with that. I'm not supposed to have that block anyway, so I mean, I don't have a valid argument for why you shouldn't duplicate it at that point. Besides everything that I just said. What are the XP rates for this farm? For this farm, I'm not sure. I mean, we're level 61 right now. Most of it's been going to the tools. We've also not been standing at the AFK spot. That's the AFK spot, technically. And, this is also only half the farm, too. So we'll see. We'll see exactly. I think it's gonna be like... Oh man, actually I forget. I totally forget what the rates are. My brain is filled up with the rates for the silverfish experience farm, and that's 100 levels in 27 seconds. So it's like, yeah, this is not going to be our XP source, but it's kind of funny that it was our first XP farm on the server. If we have time, I would love to go get some allays. Because we're going to need, I don't know how many we should use. I want to be nice to the server. But, I mean, I was having up to 50 allays in there in my creative world without really that much lag. Because the allays themselves, they're locked in a 1x1 hole, so they're not going to do much lag. Because they're not pathfinding or anything. They're just on fire. Spawning a bunch of guys. And then the silverfish, that's a lot of silverfish, but they die within like half a second. So, ultimately, you have like 40 at a time. Maybe 50? I didn't do like an exact test to figure that out. I would need to get like some commands and some scoreboards running, and I don't exactly remember how to do all that because scoreboards are annoying. But yeah, it really wasn't that many guys. They die so quickly. So the main lag is mostly particles, and if you're not looking at the build, then like it's pretty much fine. But I think we could get away with at least 15, maybe 20 allays here on the server. And then that would get us to level 1,000 in maybe 3 to 4 hours, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, allays aren't too hard to find. We just have to go pop by a couple outposts. I don't think we're going to do a mansion. Creakings. That's a good point, too. The problem with the creakings is that they're a bit more annoying to get. And they're larger, and they only take certain damage sources, like the pufferfish, and then sorting out the silverfish. It's just easier to do allays. And you don't need name tags either. Yeah, apparently there is another bug of some sort. I haven't heard much about it. People are kind of being hush-hush about it, which, you know, they probably should be. But apparently there's an extremely broken way of getting experience outside of this arrow killer tech. And if you know something about that, you can let me know. I won't say nothing until it's fixed anyway. Yeah, armadillos also work for the experience, but I think the allays are better. So you don't need a zombie. Also, they fixed allays so they don't die in fire anymore. That was one of the main issues previously with them, is that they would die in fire. So you had to give them like a little bit of a cooldown period, but they fixed it so that they're actually immune to fire damage. Well, not immune to it, but they regen faster than they die in fire. So previously you could keep them in fire for like 2 minutes, but now it's infinite, so you don't need to worry about that anymore. Fantastic. Great job. Thank you, Mojang. And then armadillos, they do technically survive on cactus, but fire deals so much faster damage than cactus. Even campfires are way slower than just like regular fire, and armadillos only survive on a cactus. So you're essentially kneecapping your rates of your silverfish or whatever farm, or your oozing farm, if you want to do armadillos or cactus or campfire. Fire plus allays is the absolute best way to go. You get double the amount of silverfish per minute with fire than you do campfires. With allays, anyway. Because I did a 15-second test with allays, because I didn't want to get, like, 1,000. One allay on a campfire for 15 seconds of infestation gave me 49 silverfish. Same test, 15 seconds of infestation, one allay, and a fire gave me 98. So basically double. Yeah. Also, the new farm doesn't require really any potions. It's just the whatchamacallit, just the infestation potion. And then you make a stack of the harming 2 arrows, and like you can reuse those forever, so you're all good there. That's not expensive at all. Okay, now we need to go ahead and build up the next layer of the build. To do that, we're going to need to get some soul sand. We need 21 soul sand. So maybe what we'll try and do is go build up that nether tunnel real quick. Gonna pause the flashback recording. And then, oh, we have a little bit of... Ooh, we're gonna have to drain some water, actually. Just looking at Silent 2. There's a little corner up there where the top of the farm is, like, close to the ocean. I think we're gonna have to fill that in. Yeah, Happy Gas Snow Golems and Zombie is a cheap early game way to do it, but the video that you're gonna see tomorrow just completely destroys that in every way. It's not even funny. So, whatever you do, wait till tomorrow until you want to build something. Shroom lights. I think we have enough shroom lights. I think. It's like 3 stacks and 9 or something. Or something like that. Alright, so 100, negative 125. So, 125 blocks this way. 100 blocks that way. And then we'll find a Soul Sand Valley on our way. You know what? Let's do this tunnel down at 15. Because then we have a chance of finding some ancient debris. Some ancient zebras! Or just those guys. Yeah, we're really not that far away. Should find a couple zebras on our way there. I did have a small issue with the silverfish farm where it was like leaking silverfish. It was like working perfectly fine for a minute, and then just like 100 of them flew out the sides. But luckily, because we're using fire, they just kind of die on their own automatically. So not really a problem, but it turns out it was on a chunk border. So that's why it was having a problem. So just make sure you chunk align it. It should be good. Welcome in, Kyle. Thank you for subscribing as well. What is this? Somebody else's tunnel. Maybe this is why their tunnel's down there. Okay. Yeah, so we're only like 80 blocks away from the Nether Hub, actually. We're probably underneath someone else's tunnel. There's like probably a tunnel right above us. But there's also going to be lava lakes right above us as well. So I'm pretty sure there's cardinal direction tunnels going out. That's not going to be good for our health. Do you think we're on any full lava lakes or just these little puddles? How do we mine for like 300 blocks and we're still underneath a basalt delta? Not good. Not healthy. Okay, basalt's only near the surface, right? No, apparently not. Okay, fine. Seems like we're underneath a lava lake. Seems likely. How am I still underneath a lava lake, guys? Hey! Ancient Deborah! You're looking great for your age. I'm only 56 and it shows. I mean, look how pixelated I am. Just swim in the lava. No. We should be... Oh, hey, there's another one. Okay, Soul Sand Valley. Oh, plus a ton of lag. I don't trust that at all. Around all this lava, man? 100% still a lava lake. Yeah, I think we're done underneath the lava lake now. Oh, wait, hold up. No, okay, here we go. Lava Lake stops at like 26 or something, right? Hey, we found the thing. Hey, here we go. Okay. Yeah, well, that would explain it. Yeah, I was gonna have a hard time coming up underneath that. Why is there always lava lakes? It's almost like mining at the bottom of the nether is a bad idea. Okay, so our tunnel needs to be at 125, negative 114. You know, the great thing is that I do not remember where my tunnel down below is now. I know we came from, like, this direction. So, let's try and get to... Still inside the circle. Oh, right. I have the no fog pack on. That removes the nether fog, too. That's cool. Didn't realize that. Let's try and get to right here. That's 42, negative 127. I did not forget the main reason that we're here, and that's for soul sand. I mean, I did, but I remembered. We're also here to specifically anger that one piglin. Listen, we're cleaning up the nether hub area. All this stuff was a, you know, fiery pit of mess before, and now that there's no soul sand, it's no longer on fire. We have enough? A stack and some? Cool. That should be all we need for a minute. I had a bunch of this at one point, but crafted it into the happy gas. I think we have like 8 stacks of happy gas, guys. Something like that. Okay, so we're gonna go back into our little hole. This was our hole, wasn't it? So I don't see our little... Oh, yeah, no, here we go. Yeah. Which way did we come from? Not this way. Oh, no, I went the wrong direction. No, I need to find the other way. I was getting the coordinates for that direction, not this one. I definitely got turned around. Yeah. Oh, it's all lava. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that was literally the only area that we could dig up. It's all lava. Everywhere is lava. This is the only place that we can dig down. Why is it all lava? Okay. I can actually dig down through here, right? If I get down to 15, the tunnel should just be like right here. Right? More Debras! Debras? Debras and zebras. Oh, yeah. No, this is a cave. Finding a lot of this stuff, jeez. Right, so now I'm confused about which way my tunnel would be. Sweet. Oh, wait, is this it? Just another cave. Man, the nether is confusing, okay? Listen. Too far. Oh, yeah, 317. Yeah, no, I would be too far, wouldn't I? Dang it. Okay, let's get our coordinates for this. 316, negative 122. Our nether portal popped us out at Bedrock layer, so it's kind of like we're kind of forced to do this. Unless we want to move up our nether portal, but like that's clearly impossible. No one knows how to do that. Okay. Not this way. 316 by negative 122. Yeah, that is past our port. Jeez. There's no other way to go up. At this point, it's just faster to fly through the overworld, isn't it? Well, here's that cave. Yeah, we're just gonna go to 316. It's just like right here. And then at least we'll have some sort of connection. Everybody needs some sort of connection in their lives. Oh, hi, here's the cave. Okay, well, I guess we found our way. staircase should be right here. Thank you, Pigman, for showing me the way. Okay, then. Brilliant. We love to see it. And then don't go that way. That was a very long journey to get 20 soul sand, wasn't it? Yeah, we could grab some. Oh no, the problem with that entire area around spawn, we were just talking about that, is you cannot fill in the gravel with gravity blocks because the bottom of the lava lake is soul sand and soul soil, and it just breaks the gravel, turns it into an item, and then burns it. I found that out when I was trying to save not only Moss Logic, who fell into lava, me and Alien went into the nether to save him, and then Alien falls in the lava right next to him. And then I'm saving both of these guys, because and then, yeah, I was trying to drop in a bunch of gravel. I was like, this is not working. Yeah, so I had to, like, fill in the entire... It was quite something. That would have been in the last episode, but my footage for that actually got corrupted because I was streaming it to Discord, and then that just completely lagged out OBS, and it's also, like, 95 degrees in here. It was just a lot, okay? The computer was having enough, okay? Listen, it was going through a rough time, and, I can't blame it, okay? Okay, glass. We're gonna need some buckets. It's a lot of iron, actually. Glass buckets, arrows, buttons, ice, arrows, bow, stairs, and trapdoors. You know what we're missing, everybody? We're missing some wood. Yeah, we don't have any wood. I know where to get some. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, they logged off because they were inside the lava. So Moss fell in the lava. And he logged out. He's like, hey, guys, can you come save me? And then me and Alien go out to save him. And then Alien falls in right next to him and then logs out. I'm like, bro, I only have one splash fire res. You guys know this, right? You can stand on top of boats now. And then you can, do this. Brilliant. That's a good way to get out of the ocean. Yeah, fire resistance and stubbornness will get you pretty far in life. It can. It can also get you burned up. Are all of these large oak trees? Is every single one of these a large oak tree? Every single one of these is a large oak tree. Why? Is that a feature of this biome? Why? Every single one of them? I just want a basic oak tree. Why are you all large oak trees? I just want some oak trapdoors. These are all... They're all large oak trees. Nobody wants to mine this. Is this still jungle? Why are they all large? I see one small oak tree over here. Jungle trapdoors are prettier. Banned! There we go. The one non-large oak tree in this entire place. Okay, I was like, is there that much lag, or am I just not picking up what's being laid down over here? I need glasses. I might! Doesn't mean that I'm old. That one's a jungle. Should we grab a... Guess we'll grab one of these while I'm out here. No, we're just having some server lag because it's kind of just Bedrock edition, you know. It do be how it is sometimes. Here we go. Ah, it's a large tree. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Ain't no one dealing with that. Should remove large trees from the game. Nobody wants them. I want the tree to be within and reach, and if it's outside of reach, then it doesn't exist. That's why they're anti-gravity. Can't nobody be bothered. Also, this is like the first time I've actually mined trees this season. I've been stealing from Zloy the entire rest of the time. It's a great effect. Wow, you can actually see beacon beams and unloaded chunks now. Incredible. Man, the most basic things. It's a complete game changer for society, isn't it? Yeah, oh no, we don't speak of mangrove biomes. Mangrove trees and mangrove biomes do not exist. This is a safe space. They can't hurt you here. Oh, I threw away the one thing I actually wanted to pick up. This. Keep that, I guess. Stack of copper. Okay. We only need 20 trapdoors. Apparently is more than I know how to craft. Okay. The trapdoor recipe is a scam. Can I just have that on record right now? It's an absolute and utter total scam. And I would like it to be known to all those who care. 6 planks for 2 doors? Look how thin they are. Should be at least 20 trapdoors. Any recipes are? Yeah, we won't speak of buttons or stairs or... Slabs is pretty much the only one that makes sense. Let's be completely for real, that's the only one that makes sense. Oh, wait, hold up. We need, it's too far. We need the shroom lights. We have enough shroom lights, right? If we don't have enough shroom lights, I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's go ahead and restart the McDude over here. That's his new name, just McDude. McSilent 2. Unpause that recording. Hopefully the pause unpause feature works. Otherwise, we're going to be losing a lot of time lapse out here. So what else is good? What else can I rant about tonight? Come on, someone get me started on something. What are we building? Fish farm. Lots and lots of fish. So hopefully by the end of tonight, we have this thing entirely built up. Like, obviously, we're going to get this farm built up. But then, next stream, which is... What day is it? Saturday? Sunday? Okay, so we'll be streaming again tomorrow. And then we'll have to get this thing dug out. All these blocks mined out. Because this top farm isn't going to work. Like, I don't think anything's going to spawn in here until we have this top farm completely dug out above us. Oh my god, is that a Lynxie raid? Jeez, welcome in, everybody! How many... my alerts are broken right now, so I don't know exactly... 400 people? That's too many. That's too many people! Hi, how's it going? Right now, we're building up a fish farm. With a little bit of lag. Just a little... Oh, never mind. The raid was too much! You've overpowered the server. just a little bit of lag. But welcome in, everyone. How was your stream? How are you guys doing tonight? What'd you get up to? Right now, we are building a tropical fish experience farm because that's a thing that you can do on Bedrock Edition, which is the game that we are playing. Because it has so many crazy mechanics. Yeah, that's right. We're going to call them mechanics. Definitely not bugs or exploits or glitches or shenanigans. Just mechanics. It has a nice, you know, sophisticated ring to it. Okay, this is not working. Did I crash the server? Like, legit? Let me check the node craft, everybody. I might have done crash the server. No, I'm blaming this on Lynxie, actually. See, as soon as everything was fine until the raiders showed up, and then it all went bad. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I take it back. We're fine. Listen, I just need a scapegoat. Okay, it was convenient. I apologize. But right now we are underneath a lukewarm ocean biome. So this biome has the tropical fish, the salmon, and the cod spawn in it. And eventually they're going to spawn down here once we mine out all the blocks that are above us. We got to mine like 80,000 blocks. No big deal. And then down here is a lush cave biome. And down here, we also get all these tropical fish to spawn. So they spawn in a single layer of water, and they are going to walk on over to these deeper water, because they pathfind to deep water, which is convenient. And then we are using some arrow killers. So these are tipped arrows just floating in water, and they never despawn because they're not touching the ground, which is cool. And then as long as the mob is a one-hit kill, the arrow stays there forever. It gives us looting. If we're holding a looting sword, it gives us experience. All the items go straight to the AFK spot. And this is going to give us like 55,000-ish bone meal an hour. I apologize. I will do it again. Yes, absolutely. That is that should be my motto, honestly. I'm sorry. It will happen again. Yes, we're producing all this bone meal so that we have an infinite rocket supply. We already have the gunpowder farm for that, so we're doing good on that front. And then that's going to allow us to absolutely dominate the server supply of rockets, which is, of course, a very good thing to be in charge of if you're on a multiplayer server. Everybody needs rockets. Absolutely everybody. So we're making sure that we can have the cheapest prices and the best availability of these supplies. And then we're also going to be selling bone meal, because like everybody needs bone meal. It's one of the most powerful individual items in the game when it comes to farming and stuff. It's crazy. Especially on Bedrock, man. You can bone meal sugarcane, and then every other tree and grass and plant and flower. It's just like, it's crazy. It's overpowered. We love it. It's definitely not broken at all. This season, I'm really going to try and use more of, like, the crazy broken mechanics and interesting, silly things. Because, you know, why not? If they're around, then why not play around with them, right? They'll get fixed eventually, but, like, we can have some fun, do some silly things. You're not sure if fish will walk on over. Fish have legs. They're called fins. They're just walking through water. Also, humans are fish, and we have legs, so boom! Roasted. Yeah, that's right, humans are fish. Bears are fish. Sharks? Not fish. Whales? Probably not fish. If you disagree with me, then you're disagreeing with Hank Green. Who knows? Probably more than everyone here. Whales are fish. Maybe. All vertebrates are fish, basically. Oh no, my deep slate's despawning. Actually, I don't care. Yeah, cuttlefish, not fish. Silverfish, not fish. Jellyfish, not fish. Starfish, not fish. We happen to call a lot of things fish that aren't actually fish. Whale sharks are fish. It's just, listen. There's also no such thing as a tree. You can just ponder that for a moment. You thought you knew what a tree was? You're wrong. Also, gravity doesn't really exist either. Listen, everything you thought you knew is a lie. Mud skippers, definitely a fish. I love mud skippers now. I didn't really know they existed, but you know what? They got cute little eyes. They absorb, they like suck their eyes into their body to like blink. And it's like, okay, that's mildly creepy, but you look so cute. So I'll allow it. Yeah. Basically, science YouTube is just having a heyday tearing down all the norms of what we consider to be fish, trees, and also gravity. It's great. Don't worry about it. And I haven't even watched the newest Vsauce video, so I'm sure there's more existential crises involved. Don't worry about it, guys. It's all good. Snails. Snails are not fish. They're also not trees. And they're also not snails. I'm gonna have enough of these shroom lights, right? Yeah, okay, great. I'm so glad. See, look at that. Getting that extra half a stack 5 times in a row really paid off. This is enough, right? 34? Oh, jeez, what if it's not enough? What if I've been bamboozled? It should only be 14. They're food, obviously. Fish aren't food. They're friends. New Vsauce video was really good. I'm sure it was. It was just like 20 minutes. And I've been busy lately. I actually have not been watching that much YouTube, which is absurd. Normally I watch a fair amount every day. Trying to clean out that sub slate. But, actually been productive. Illegal. Let me check. Okay, it's 3 blocks in. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I knew the spacing for the killers. The killers! And then I guess I'll go down below and we'll just install this soul sand from down there, since we very conveniently already mined out that area. Humans are more closely related to mushrooms than mushrooms are related to plants. Yeah, evolution is a trip. It's just, it's crazy. The tree of life is just absurd. Life finds a way. And that way is weird, man. Whatever works is what gets kept, essentially. There is no end goal. It's just survive and make more of yourself. And that's really the only... The first one is optional. You just, as long as the second one works, then you're good. That's pretty much the only rule in evolution, is just make more of yourself. Whatever you gotta do to get there, that's chill. Have you seen the weird life cycles of parasites, man? It's crazy. I don't know, like, the exact specifics, so I'm gonna get some of this wrong. But there's one that, like, lives inside of a snail or something, and then it, like, dies, and then that snail gets eaten by a bird, and then pooped out into the ocean, and then lives in, like, a fish, and then the fish gets, like, eaten by a snail or something. I don't think it's a snail, but it's something like that, you know? It's, like, 3 entire different species in, like, air, sea, and land, or something. It's, like, it's crazy. Again, my specifics there are a bit off, but, there's crazy parasites. It's like, how does that work? Any one of those things goes wrong, and you're just extinct. It's crazy. Crazy. It just works, apparently. They found a way, and they stuck with it. Okay, this is actually very convenient. Mushroom spores can survive interstellar space travel. I mean, tardigrades survive in space. So yeah, I mean, why not, right? Let's just go for it. I don't know if you guys saw the Kyrgyzstan video on, like, the potentials of, like, life on another world. And, like, some ideas of, like, what it could look like. But kind of a really fun, you know, thought exercise of, like, hey, what would life look like if it evolved in, like, the clouds of a gas giant? You know, obviously don't go too deep because it's, you know, too cold and the pressure's too hot or too high or whatever. So you stay up in the warm, fluffy cloud layers. And then you're just like these giant, you know, basically balloons just floating around up there. Sky whales. It's fun stuff. A lot of crazy ideas. Have you seen the tree that they sent the seeds to space and then planted back out on Earth? I don't think I have. I will pretend like I did to sound more educated. Sure, that's fine, right? That's fine. I can do that. Last of Us fungal outbreak, not too far off. I mean, it is based on a real thing. Like, you know, there is that virus that, like, takes control of ants and then, like, parasitizes them and then makes them go off and die and, like, grows a crazy weird thing out of them. But, you know, there's a kernel of truth to every good story, right? Including the post-apocalyptic. Do I think it's actually going to happen? Maybe. Maybe. Am I going to worry about it? No. Yeah, we are definitely the nerds. The nerds in the chat. Okay, we gotta go build up the things above. as above, so below. Actually, not so much. The above is very different. And then, yeah, not sure how we want to do this portion of it. Last time we built this down below, all the fish and stuff were spawning as we were like building up the kill chambers, but that shouldn't happen this time. So if we want to flood the platform, we can. That would actually be fine. Maybe that's the way to go. The layer above this is going to have the buttons on it, right? And then the water is going to flow out a layer above that. So we should be chill. Either way we want to go about it. It's really quite an easy thing to build. But I haven't recorded the tutorial for it yet, so I haven't figured out like the exact proper build process, you know? But I guess that's what I should be figuring out right now. That way I can record my tutorial a little bit easier. Don't worry, be happy. There's no such thing as better life advice. Yeah. It's not bad advice, but also, you know, hope for the best, prepare for the worst isn't bad either. It's never bad to be prepared, right? Worst case scenario, you don't need it. It's better to like have it and not need it than need it and not have it, right? To an extent. Yeah, this one will need sky access to work, but we're going to build it up first and then mine out the blocks above it, because it's easier to build it when the fish aren't in it. And that's a fact. And that was a fortune pickaxe. It's odd, nice statement, but thank you. Oh yeah, none of our tracks are above the light sources, so that's why our ice doesn't melt. That makes sense, actually. Happy little accident. For some reason I thought I was in a lush cave biome. I am! On the lower farm. Lower farm is lush cave, upper farm is lukewarm ocean. And that's how we get the bestest of the rates. Double biomes, baby. Stacking up them mob caps. All the best. Only the best for us. Yeah, I probably should have double-checked our biome placement before I built this upper platform, but, you know, whatever. You only live once. So why not double-check something to make sure you're not making a mistake, and that way you could potentially lead yourself to have to rebuild the farm later. Yeah, why not? Should we double-check it? Nah, let's live on the edge. Is this a cave? What is happening right here? Just a bit of a hole. What are we building? We're building a fish farm that provides us with experience. A tropical fish farm, mind you. Possibly the silliest experience farm in Minecraft. I don't know what else you could farm that would be sillier than this for experience, but we're doing it. I I just want to do it because, listen, we've done so many other things. But I've never done this. And that's what keeps things interesting, right? Always trying new stuff. Okay, so now we get to do all of this. We didn't fill up these with water. That would have been convenient. Phoenix, thank you very much for the biddies. 100% full send, no checking. Yeah. We trust and we don't verify around here. Right then. So buttons go on this layer. Boom and boom. Let's get ourselves that other water bucket from this one. Do I use holoprint? I don't, but people have been trying to bully me into using it. And I am somewhat intrigued by their bullying. So I might. I don't really need it for this, though. It's such an easy build. Yeah, we don't need to fill in the water right there. But yeah, I've heard good things about holoprint. The holoprint or point? Oh, we might need that water from down below. Dang it, come on now. Let's see. So if I fill in that one, it's not going to flow anywhere. Because the buttons, of course, naturally. But then if I fill in this one, it should water source it? Yeah, okay. And then it's not going to flow out because we're missing the water down below. Okay. Good to know. So it is a good idea to do this. And then we can just flood that across to here, and that should be fine. And now our water up top should flow if I give that a little bit of an update or something. Like this, or like this, or just put some blocks right here, or what have I got to do? What have I got to do? Tell me how to make it right. Do I have to? It worked fine on the other one, so I don't know what the problem is. Kill it and start over? I don't know. Water goes there and there. And then it should just, like, flow across the top. It's hard to see it because I got the water fog pack. It's not flowing! Why don't you flow? Oh, hold up. No. We need the buttons right across here. That's why. Right? And now it'll flow. Yeah, okay. That'll do it. Yeah, it's got to have that platform of blocks. There it goes. Okay, I'm a smarty pants. It just, you know, takes me a minute. Semi-soul. That is not... That sounds like a high price for this particular farm. I'll give you, like, somebody else's soul. I got a few of those laying around. Perfect. No notes. Let's go dump off the inventory while we're here, shall we? I'm technically selling the gas souls, right? The little baby ghasts. Does that count? They have soul sand in them. It's false advertising if I can't sell them as souls. Okay. This thing's still going, man. We do need more stairs as well, I believe. Building a storage system for the Guardian farm right now. Nice. Hopefully that's going well for you. Definitely need quite a bit of storage for that, don't you? So many items. I do need to make a new one of those gold farms. That one still works, but like there's ways to make it better. Always ways to make it better. It's the never-ending grind of improvement. And thinking about how you can make something just a little bit better, you know? That's why tutorials take so long. You'll spend like an hour or 2 or 5 working on a concept, and then you're like, oh, there's actually a much better way to do it that's like 50% better. So it's like, oh, okay, well, guess I'll just abandon this concept. There we go. We got a flood in this corner. Should these two make a water source right here? Guess not. And then that should be all sources all the way to here-ish. And then we just gotta install this one. So they're pretty quick. It just takes a second. They're quick but slow. Does that make sense? No? Well, hey, we're just not on my level, bro. Okay, then that, and then the stair goes right here. And then we cover up this, and we are done with these two now, essentially. Auto crafters for the Guardian farm? That would be smart. Yeah, auto crafters are just the best thing ever. I say it every time, but I'll be in shock and awe that they added auto crafters for like the rest of the time. I never thought in my wildest days that they would add that. It'd be like if they added an auto block placer and block breaker. Like outside of TNT. It just seems like so not vanilla. Right? But I guess crafting is one of the most not vanilla. One of the most vanilla, not vanilla things that you can get, right? Yeah, like nothing else in Minecraft crafts. That's a exclusively player thing, right? Seems kind of wild that we got that. Like a block placer? Man, that would be crazy. Because nothing else places blocks either besides the Enderman, but that's kind of like the exception. Villagers can plant crops, but like outside of that, man, very limited circumstances where something can actually place a block. Almost nothing. What do you mean to play? Yeah, I mean automation would just go to a whole nother level if you could auto craft, place, and break. It'd be crazy. Oh, we didn't get it all the way over here? Okay. Yeah, a little bit lost on which part of this is full of water now. Luckily, water just loves to flow in. I think this is all sources now. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, it just went for it. It's just going for it. Okay, well, that's a good sign, actually. Then we can just do this edge right here. And then that should just about do it. Yeah, cool. No? Did I miss one? Oh, it's because of this. Now it's going. No? How am I still broken? Oh, it's because this is a hole right here. We haven't filled in this yet. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Okay, now. Yeah, okay, that fixed it. This fish farm is the best thing you've added to your world? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, once you have bone meal, you can do so much. And this amount of bone meal, too, with autocrafters, man. You'll be able to do so much. Because then you don't even need to worry about, like, efficiency of your builds. Right? I mean, you can just absolutely powerhouse your way through, like, crop farming even. I was thinking about setting up a, thinking about designing a crop farm that uses villagers to plant, but then bone meals the crops. That way it auto grows up all the way, you know? Obviously. And then you just harvest that. Hopper minecart down below. You just have to make sure the villager picks up some stuff again. Probably fill up the villager's inventory a little bit so he doesn't pick up like 8 stacks. And then you'd be able to just powerhouse that thing full of bone meal and get yourself a ton of crops really, really quickly. And then you wouldn't have to rely on like bees or villagers or, you know, manual growing or anything like that. Just toss in a bunch of bone meal. I was thinking a skull catalyst for detecting when he plants a crop. That activates like a tiny little circuit. Boom. You know, your 3-4 bone meal dispensers pop off. And then pushes the farmland. It should be super easy. I don't know how the rates would be. I'm sure the villager is going to give me some issues, but I mean, it's definitely going to be easier than like a basic villager crop farm. A lot smaller and stuff. Again, post-scarcity society of bone meal. You'll never have to worry about bone meal as long as they don't fix this bug. And even if they do change the loot tables of fish, which at some point they're going to, they won't drop bones forever. They'll still drop bone meal, and like this will still be a good method of farming them. It's just that the rates are going to get like cut in a quarter. But even then, like 5,000 bone meal an hour, like that's fine for a single layer basic fish farm they can toss up into a mangrove swamp. Like not a problem. I would be fine with that still. Okay, that's flowing to the side. That's why it's looking weird. But yeah, as of right now, there's still crazy rates, so I mean, may as well. Everyone should have one, right? It's just so easy. So low effort. Especially with this one, because you're going to get experience as well. And the looting is like a huge bonus, too. This one's also got like the item collection and something... Oh, I didn't put in the... I'm stupid. I didn't put in the buttons. This one's also got the item collection installed and item delivery system and all that. It's like the previous one that I did a video on. All the storage was just down at the bottom, the giant killers. So, a little bit less convenient, but this one should work out totally fine. Okay. Water's not flowing out. There it goes. Gotta get myself some more buttons. With a copper golem could auto mine. That would be crazy if he could. We haven't seen any new updates to the copper golem since the beta when he was introduced. They've just done nothing with that. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks now. They did say the Java developer team was going to be on break for a little while. So I imagine hopefully this week we'll see something. Because yeah, it's been kind of quiet. Too quiet. Bedrock had a very weird beta release on a Wednesday. It was like 2 changes. Nothing really happened in it. But they delayed it because it should have released on a Tuesday. Or sorry. Yeah, no, it should have released on Tuesday. They released it on Wednesday instead. So it's like, what's happening here, guys? What are you up to? Very sus of this. Something ain't adding up here. So either it's gonna be a nothing burger, and they were just slacking, or wow, that's a lot of glow ink. Or they're working on something big. Seen a couple people speculate that like the 121.100 update, which is the Copper Golem update, it's already done. But I mean, I don't think so, man. It's too small. 1 beta? I mean, 2 betas? The Copper Golem has got some issues too, so like clearly they need to fix some things. Made a whole video on that. Preview beta, same word. I will not call them previews because that's too many syllables. It's the same syllables as beta, but less letters. And I only got so many letters I can pronounce in a day, so. Streaming really eats up that allotment. They're the same thing. That was some sort of notification, but I did not see what it was because my notifications are broken. Lion, welcome back for 31 months. How you doing tonight? It's a very long time indeed. Jeez. It's over 2 years. Yeah, preview's too long, man. I can't spell that. Who do you think I am? Some fancy pants McGee over here? Knows how to say big words like that? I think I put the thing off to the left. I think the stair goes right here. Where's the stair go? No, stair goes right here. The buttons on the ice is just the repeaters sections for the water streams. Water only flows so far, so you gotta repeat it. The ice just lets the items flow across in the experience, and then the buttons stop the water from flowing backwards. Keeps it all going the same direction that you want. Pretty normal stuff. That one's a little bit off center. I don't think it really matters, but I've been trying to get these in the dead center of the trapdoors. I forgot to put the buttons. It's kind of important. Yeah, without those buttons, the water is bubbles all the way up, and then that pushes your arrows all the way up. And then they hit the flowing water that's going to the side, and then they just go to the side. And then they run into blocks. Not great. But, yeah, with the buttons, they stay down there. There is an arrow on that one, right? Is it in there and I just can't see it? It is, maybe not in there. Might have missed that one. I swear I threw 4 of them in there. Maybe I picked it up now. Is it in there? I still don't see it. Hold up, we gotta follow this as it goes down. Oh yeah, there's no soul sand. I'm stupid. Yeah, no. You're right. You're all right. Yeah. No soul sand. That would do it. It's like, but why no float? Because you're dumb. That's why. Okay, so now these items need to fall down. Also, we're using regular ice because that doesn't block the surface spawn ability of the blocks below it. And also fish don't spawn on it. And we're using glass in the waterways. That way, again, no fish spawn up there. So they need like a solid block beneath them. So, in theory, it should be right here. Yep. Not too bad. Okay, so we are getting very close. Our guy is still sorting our items out down here for us. Love to see it. Such a nice little guy. Never complains. Occasionally grunts, but I feel like that's okay. Everybody's allowed to grunt sometimes. You know what? We actually have quite a bit of that stuff to throw in there. I don't even know if that's really a grunt. It's just more of a... It's more of a villager noise, isn't it? Come on, do it again. It's more of a... it's hard to hear without the fish. 64 levels. Okay, so... We have... all 5 of those kill chambers are done up there now, I believe. We're just gonna get ourselves a wall block. And then go wrap this thing up. And then we gotta remove our beacon. But again, we're not going to do that until the farm is done completely. I was like, why is there are no water right here? Obviously, we are a layer too far down. Got off on the wrong step. Let's see. Yeah, so all that stuff will just hit the wall and then fall straight down, so we don't need to worry about like any of that. And we just need an extra water source. And we are essentially good to go. We might need to push this bubble column out a few blocks. I didn't put the soul sand in this one. It's fine. The items float up anyway. So they'll get where they need to go. It's not the quickest thing, but I'm not worried about it. And now we have to start mining blocks. How many layers are above us? It's looking like 15 or so, because we're at like 30. I think that goes up to like 48. It's like 18 layers or something. So, not like the worst amount, but not a small amount either, considering it's a 40 by 40. I think I do something about these glow squids. I wonder why we didn't have these spawning down below. Do they not spawn in lush caves? Because we definitely didn't see this many down below. I mean, there's just ink everywhere. It's really hard to go down this bubble, apparently. We're gonna need more storage. So much glow ink. Actually, we did need a little bit of glow ink. Not that much, though. You never need that much glow ink. That's why glow squid farms are the worst farms in Minecraft. Hands down. Because you just do not need that much glow ink. It's useless. If they gave it an actual use, then like maybe I'll be happy about it, but it's just a bad item. Should we just do this from top down? I guess so. I made a glow squid farm. I have, and that's when I discovered that they were horrible. I'm allowed to make bad things. What do you think my entire YouTube channel is? That's every video I have. Hold up. You should know this by now. Okay, there's actually not that much that we need to mine. I guess we'll do a couple layers, but a lot of this is, of course, gonna have to stay until next stream. Giant killers are honestly easy to set up. No, they're not. Because what we just did was not only trident killers, but also item collection and experience collection and experience and item delivery. So it's all the same things that you'd have to do with trident killers, but no redstone, no on-off switch, no hoppers, and Just a couple of arrows. A couple bubble columns. So definitely easier than Shrine Killers. And faster too, and better. Because like, good luck designing a Shrine Killer that lets you get all the items and experience out without the fish. Right? Pretty niche use case, I know, but still. For this farm, of arrow killer is 1000% the way to go. Until they nerf it. In which case, very sad. But we're gonna use this and abuse it until they fix it, am I right, boys? Let's go. This is just a glass ceiling. No X-rays here. That's just the ocean. Lots and lots of mining. Do we have, we don't have, like, the sidebar stats anymore. Last season, we had the statistics on the sidebar. It was, like, blocks mined and hours played and deaths. We still have some statistics this season, but they're all personalized. There's no way to, like, see other people's stats. So I don't know who has the most blocks mined. It's definitely not me. But, I mean, we're going to be giving people somewhat of a run for their money eventually. Right? Because, I mean, we're going to be mining 80,000 blocks here. I don't know anyone else who's done a ton of mining. Obviously, Slack has. He's got all that basalt and stuff. That's what X-Ray would say. Well... Are you guilty? No, I'm innocent. That's what a criminal would say. Straight to jail. You got me there. I guess I'll die. I don't think we need a sponge for this one. Do you have an alibi for January 1st, 2001? That's right, I didn't think so. What's that? You weren't born yet? Yeah. Straight to jail. Do you know where you were at the second Thursday of last decade? I don't think so. So I'm also a criminal? Dang it! I'm just digging my grave over here. And now I'm a grave robber. Dang it! You can't get me. Well, you want these blocks? Too bad. You can't have them. Oh, this is not as far as we need to go. We need to go a block further. Watching football on TV. Prove it. You need 3 forms of verification for that. I guess we'll bring up some shulker boxes. No, you prove I wasn't. No, that's not how our legal system works anymore. Come on now. Just go down the bubbles. It's not that hard. Levels. Okay. Due process? What's that? Ain't nobody got time for that. How am I supposed to prosecute you if I have to prove that you're innocent? Or prove that you're guilty? Glow banners? Oh, that would be pretty sweet, actually. There's so many more things that they could do with the glow ink, but they kind of refuse. And they're just never going to touch it again. That's the thing about Minecraft updates, is that once something's in the game, they just don't touch it. Unless there's like a random bug fix. But like old features hardly ever get revisited. Or like get an update or get more uses or anything like that. Unless it's copper. Mojang just loves copper, my guy. Mojang loves copper. Copper golem, copper blocks, copper bulbs, trial chambers, copper oxidization, we got copper veins, copper ore, fortuning. Oh man. Bro, you cannot get away from copper. This is called copper craft over here, my guys. Copper armor, copper tools, copper weapons, copper nuggets. We did not need copper nuggets. What's my favorite age? What? If I didn't know that you were trying to get an age reveal out of me, I would be having some questions. Glowing leather armor, do it! Add the glowing effect to Minecraft, Mojang, you won't. Add it to Bedrock. They have to justify copper. I think they should just get rid of copper. Oh! Dark prismarine walls. Urgh, grumbles. Grumbles extensively. Tropical fish. XP farm. Yep, you heard that right. Did I stutter? I probably did, actually. Words is not my strong suit. But yeah, we just have to mine out a few dozen layers, and then the top one will be working. Chiseled red brick. Yeah, they never really did much with the red nether bricks. That's such a nice block. You should be able to make those. Here's some big facts for you. You should be able to make red nether brick out of nether wart blocks, the red ones. Boom. There should also be blue nether brick from the blue nether wart blocks. If I was in charge of Mojang, man, I'd be adding like 40 blocks my first day. Like, boom, why are these not a thing? It's literally, it's just a retexture. Just a retexture. Like, just add to some walls, copy, paste. It can't be that hard. I know it's not, because that's what they do with all the copper blocks. It's just 8 different things. If we can have 20,000 copper blocks, we can have blue nether bricks, we can have uncraftable nether wart blocks, we can have crafting recipes with the blue and red nether wart blocks, we can have blue nether warts. Like, why don't we have blue nether warts? Just, like, make them grow occasionally in the, make the warts that you get from the nether fortress be biome dependent. If it's, like, in a warp forest, boom, you got blue warts. And then, like, your prismarine walls and stuff like that, your quartz walls. I'm undecided if I want them to add concrete slabs and stairs. I think slabs would make sense, but also, like, if you're gonna add slabs, then add stairs. I mean, why? Why not, right? Also, like, allow us to convert concrete using a cauldron. Boom. No one likes warts. I don't think you've met Old Rusty. Nether Tree Farms is, like, all they talk about. Scroll up in the chat, you'll see. You'll see. I got receipts and deleted tweets to prove my point here. Warp warts. Yeah, we actually already have the warts for it, right? The blue ones. We just need to be able to, like, get a recipe for them. You're right. We got the fungus, too. There's fungus among us. So much they could do. So much they could see. So much they could say. Let's see. Tropical fish spawning outside my farm. Yeah, why is there no calcite blocks either? Big missed opportunity right there. Seriously, I expected so much more from calcite. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be incredible. It should also be renewable. I think you should be able to buy it from villagers. Or like have some sort of generator where you can create calcite, kind of like how we can with basalt. Like, that would be very vanilla. Just give us a generator for it. We already have a basalt generator, cobblestone generator, all that stuff. We can craft andesite, diorite, and granite. There's like all these different ways to make these blocks renewable. So just give us some sort of way to make calcite, and then calcite bricks, slabs, stairs, walls, polished calcite, and all the variants thereof. Easy stuff, man. People would love you. Calcite's such a good block. It's so annoying to get, because you only get it from the mountains and the geodes, but it's so good. Making a beetroot farm next? Please no. I beg you. Please no. I'll do it. I'll do anything. Besides that. Auto block breaker. Yeah, something that isn't TNT would be crazy. Even if it was slow, like, we could set up 100 of them. I see this as an absolute win. She's like, well, you'll take the blocks we give you and be happy. Sometimes, yeah. And I hope you like copper, because, man, do we have a lot of copper ideas. As it churns out. Let's see. What's the biggest hole that you guys have dug in Minecraft? So I think mine was the quad slime chunk, but that was like... That was like 8 chunks. Or something in total. Because there's 4 chunks, and then it was 6 full chunks, but then you had to go a half chunk in each direction. So I'm not sure what the math works out to that. But it was quite a bit extra. By 180 by 200. You couldn't have done 200 by 200, made it even? SMH. No. That's a lot, though. Rarity is what makes it valuable. I mean, a lot of not rare blocks look good, though. Like deep slate, not rare at all. Looks great. What it looks like is what it looks like. It doesn't matter how rare it is, right? Wrong farm. I have a tutorial for one. Surface of bedrock. Yeah, so the biggest, like, deepest hole that I've dug in the last couple of years is probably the season 4 of Truly Bedrock Base, because that was bedrock to build height. I think that was 32 by 32 circle. But then if we bombed it out in like a square shape, I think. Because that was just the shape of the bomber. And then that was our entire base. And it was glorious. Yeah, that wasn't actually that many blocks. And then outside of that, I've dug another couple slime chunks on Truly Bedrock season, or decidedly Vanilla season 5. Biggest you've dug is 120 by 120 mountain down to bedrock. That is a lot of mountain to remove. You need over 15,000 frog lights. You may need to reconsider your project, because that is a lot of frogs. It's a lot of lights. Yeah, this one's only 40-40 down to 0. Just only 80,000 blocks. Really not that bad. Can you guys dig it? We've also done some big community digs as well. I forget what season of Whispercraft it was, but a couple seasons ago, maybe... What are we on now? 7? Oh god. We're maybe it was like Whispercraft 5 or something, but we did a community slime chunk dig, and we had like 15-20 people there, and we just like cranked it out. We hid some treasure and stuff in there. Good stuff. That was a few chunks. Last season was slime dig? Really? I guess it was a couple years ago. Yeah, the season lasted a long time. Fair point. Understandable. A parody update also seems like it's really overdue. Any amount of parody is probably going to upset somebody, but you're just going to have to power through it. I mean, it has to happen eventually. The sooner the better, you know. They're doing like tiny little parody fixes here or there. So I think they're trying to chisel away at the small stuff, but they just absolutely refuse to touch any of the big parody issues. Like there's the entirety of iron farming, villagers in general, villager trading, there's villager curing and linking, there's the offhand, there's inventory, you know, hotkeys and quality of life things. There's the entirety of like cauldrons and potions on Bedrock is way better than Java. You got, you know, obviously the big stuff, mob spawning. Mob spawning can be brought into parity pretty easily without really changing too much and breaking a ton of stuff. Obviously it's gonna break some, but like it's gonna have to happen eventually. And then Redstone is probably the biggest one. Deeper game mechanics like that. Like, I think if they started small, like, do mob spawners. Like, mob spawners are really silly. On Java, it's a 9x9 square that they spawn in. On Bedrock, it's a 9x9 diamond. Like, just change Java to be the smaller size. Boom, everyone's happy. Same rates, less work, whatever. Not a problem. Not even an issue, right? Or change Bedrocks to be a square. Like, who cares? It doesn't matter. It goes either way. I think Bedrocks is better, though. And then, you know, there's other small stuff as well. There's just, like, infinity little tweaks. Keep the best parody of each version. Yeah. Sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes not. Like, they just removed the ability to put leashes on walls, which, like, I don't think really matters too much. But also, like, we had the really fun thing where you could place buttons on top of walls. Like, that was great. Buttons on tops of fences and walls. You guys remember that? That was great. Why can't we do that anymore? Like, that seems totally fine. There's clearly enough room there to support the button. Like, what's the issue with that? Just because Java didn't have it? Like, yeah. Generally, parity does come from Java to Bedrock, so we typically lose some things, which I don't think it should be that way. But also, like, it kind of makes sense because Java's the older version. It's kind of the parent game, so you want to model it after Java, but some things Bedrock does do better. That's just true facts. True facts for cool people. Yeah, please don't be all caps up in the chat, my guy. It's a basic courtesy of the internet. Let's see. A bunch of this, bunch of that, bunch of that. It's like you're screaming in the chat! You know, it's just a basic thing. Building myself a shulker unloader. I'm not really worried about it, because look at this. Boom! Convenience. I know. Look at me, actually enjoying things. Maybe it's slightly convenient. Can I just press the button? I can just press the button. That's great. Gotta share the back. I'm not even sure whose it is. To be completely real with you. There might be something on MCPEDL. I couldn't find it, though. You know what we do need to do? We need to dump out the fish. Gotta dump the fish. There's too many fish. Okay. Let's record the first clip of the stream, shall we? So the lower farm has been running for a while now. Not like even with looting, and we have too many fish! What is of all these fish? And then there's all these fish. It's just so many. We're gonna have to start paying people to, like, take these tropical fish heads. Because it's just smelling up the place, man. I can't even handle it. And I'm a pig man. I'm already kind of smelly, but, like, come on now. So clearly we're gonna throw away all these forever. And then, geez, we need a serious industrial grade trash can. Throw out a couple stacks of bones. That's fine. Sure, we'll survive. So many fish! Yeah, we're not filtering all that. We're just... If it's not something that we want, it's going into trash. Let's see. Don't we have more shulkers? We do, but they're not here. What did I do with them? I don't know. They're somewhere around. Want this farm now? You can have it. For the low price of waiting for me to make a video. Or simply stealing the design from the live stream. That is also a valid tactic. I think our mob heads are from the alien dog. I think it's their add-on. I'm not sure. I am not in charge of any of that. I just work here, guys. New iron farm? Yeah, so basically all iron farms on Bedrock are the same. Just how you stack them is really the only difference, right? But stacking is such a pain. You can do it, but like, no, it's kind of overkill. Some people think it's fun, but maybe it's time I make a new one. But it is definitely not for the lighthearted, you know. Needs a new one. Iron farm. I do need another reason to make an iron farm tutorial, my guys. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to dust off the old hat and boots and get back to iron farm tutorials. It's the good summer months. Get them good summer views. Forget the redstone series. The How to Learn Redstone series. You already forgot about it anyway until I brought it up right now. It's fine. But yeah, I think tomorrow's video is going to be a good one. I believe I have it fully edited, or fully recorded. Just need to edit that. Maybe a little bit after stream. Hopefully it's not too long. Jeez, I did include a bunch of extra information. If I make too short of a video, like, the algorithm just kills it. Because it's like, people aren't watching this video for as long as your normal videos. Like, no, duh! It's a 6-minute video, not a 15-minute video. Of course they're not watching for as long. It's a shorter video! And then the algorithm's just like, but they're not watching for as long, so it's not as good. So I was like, oh. It's all about that watch time, my guy. It's all about that watch time. Yeah, so basically all iron farms on Bedrock are exactly the same. Build any of them, they'll all work identical. Unless you followed a really bad tutorial from someone who has no idea what they're doing. Like, literally no idea. And then, or didn't test it or something. But, like, generally, if it's from a reputable source, it's gonna work the same as any other iron farm. There's really just, like, the quality of life features, like trading hall, and, like, whatever else you might want to throw in there. Maybe a zombie cure. I don't know. Not too much, right? But then, like, the only other way to really go about it is to get, like, a unique farm is stacking. But even then, you're just building multiple of the exact same farm. It's just, like, getting the villagers in there is a nightmare. So my old stacked iron farms, the quad and 12 stacked, those are from a couple years ago. They do still work. It's just, like, you know, it's a pain. I'm sure there's easier methods now. But, still. 'Tis pain. In general. Villagers bad. Wow, look at that. So organized. This seems illegal. So we'll keep all this ore, jeez. Yeah, so I guess we'll mine the rest of this layer with Fortune, and then we'll start silk touching everything. Seems fair to me, and then we'll have a fair amount of all the blocks. Probably need to go get some more chests, though. At least we have another tunnel now. We can move items back and forth fairly quickly. We have a ton of shulker shells. I don't think they're in the ender chest, though. Which is probably where they should be. For situations like this. Took 3 days to build a garden farm. It's a pretty big farm, but they're so fun. I love it. They're gonna get completely outclassed by the XP farm that I release tomorrow, but guardian farms are still so fun. They're one of my favorites. I like them. Can't go wrong with a guardian farm, man. Sunbun, welcome in. How many times have I shown the villager stacking feature? Just a couple of videos where I use it myself, and then the tutorials. Yeah, I'll have to see how bad that glitch is. Because if it's already widely known, then I can show it. But if it's like a super secret thing, then you know I don't want to break the spoiler wall, you know? Because sometimes there is, like, super secrets and methodology and stuff. You don't want to show something and have it get patched. But if it's as bad as I've heard it is, like 3,000 levels in a second, then, clearly, that's going to get patched anyway, so I may as well cash in on them views. Ayo. We only need to go down by another 10 layers, I think. That's not too bad. And then we gotta mine out the underside of the farm as well, in between the two platforms, and that's another 20 blocks, actually. So I think there's more room, there's more blocks in between the layers than there is above this layer. But we mine it from the top down, that way, as we're mining out the lower layers, both the farms are working. Giving us items. Sweet, sweet items. And then... going into next week, we need to build up the item... Oh, jeez. See, that's the wrong button. See, then you get all this nonsense. Then we need to build up the storage and the crafting and all that stuff. Smelting, even. I don't know what I'm going to do for fuel, but we will figure out something. I think Bedrock gardening farms are way better than Java's. Because Java, you gotta like drain the entire monument, and then they spawn literally everywhere from the bounding box in the monument, so it's this huge like 58 by 58 area or something like that. So it's like a ton of work for the Java ones, but I mean the rates are really good. But also like the looting with the sweeping edge, but then you take a ton of thorns damage, so you kind of need a beacon. It's a lot, like it's also a good project, but it's crazy. I've never built an actual Java guardian farm on Java. I've only built the Java guardian farm on Legacy Console. But, you know, basically the same mechanics. We just have sweeping edge. So not quite the same. But, you know, still using, like, potions in your sword and stuff. You know what? I bet you our furnaces have a fair amount of experience built up in them by now. It's actually kind of hard to get down because it's like pushing you in every direction. And the bubbles put you back up and stuff. Let's see. We do have a lot of stuff. Okay, I got like 30 logs. We can make some storage. Crash the server sending too many guardians to the nether. Yeah, that'll definitely happen too. Gotta watch out for that. It's fun though. The amount of lag that they produce is actually really fun. I fully condone the laggage. Just having that many mobs in one spot and they're all squeaking and squealing and sending laser beams everywhere and stuff, it's like, it's good fun. Oh, that one's empty? We didn't even fill up all the shulkers, jeez. Okay, we're gonna have to give Groova some more coal blocks because I have definitely overstayed the welcome on my stealing of his sponges. We've had these things for far too long. Gas farm or guardian farm for best noise? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. They're pretty well tied, I think. They're both incredible. I might, ooh, I don't know. I might like guardian farms more. Oh yeah, look at that. That's like a full pickaxe repair right there. I can keep mining for days with this. So throw that back in there. Okay, and now we are good to go. Back up and do some mining. Turn the sponges. Yeah, I do need to do that. Ah, we could save it till tomorrow. Let's see, actually. Yeah, we got his sponges still. We should take those back. Oh, we got a glow squid head. Woo! Yay! I'm so happy about that, guys. Might be the first one on the server, though. I don't know how common they are. Why do today when you can put off till tomorrow? I am kind of bad about that. Like, with small projects, I'm like, that won't take too long. I can do that later. And then it gets to be, like, midnight. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. And then the next day it happens again. And then with big projects, I'm like, this is going to take forever. I don't want to do this right now. I ain't got time for that, so I pushed it off until tomorrow. Same deal tomorrow. So like, if it's a medium project, it's like, I'll get to it later. Bad habit. I'll fix this habit later, guys. Don't worry. This is such a good biome. That guy's definitely gonna have magma blocks fall on top of that portal. Hey, that's what I do. Phoenix down. Phoenix dawn? Phoenix down. It could go either way. Yeah, that's a bug. I showed that in my video on copper golem issues. Sometimes they drop it, allegedly, but like, not really. Hey, that's new. That wasn't there. Hamburger for today, I promise for tomorrow. That sounds about right. Oh my god, all this water was here and now it's gone. Oh, I was supposed to bring back all that coal. Well, hasn't found this coal yet. I guess I'll put it in here. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. It's like, where's this guy's sponges? I know he had some. May as well get those smelting for him too. And then, yeah, we'll bring up a bunch more coal because we kind of need to do that. Oh, I didn't build any of this. Are you kidding me? No, man, I don't know how to do any of this. I can maybe build this. I don't know. This doesn't look... You know what? I could build that. It's like looking at, like, the Mona Lisa and being like, yeah, I could paint that. You know, give me an afternoon, a couple brushes. Like, I can figure that out. Obviously, like... Not to be rude, but it's not the Mona... Listen, it was the quickest example I could give you off the top of my head. Like, I could probably build something like this. This is about my skill level right here. I don't know who built this. I'm probably insulting everyone. Hey, it's not a good day on the server if I don't insult at least 5 people. Shouldn't there be, like, some fire right here or something? Fire spread zone, that might be a problem. Now, I definitely can't build this. Nah, it's always another level. But, like, I feel like I could build this. This is from Liara. Because, like, that's just some, you know, some block variation, a little bit of work on the corners, break it out a little bit of detailing with the wall, the granite. That's a pretty good touch right there. I would probably do, like, some glass panes right here. Then, like, I don't know. Some nether brick. That's a good touch right there, actually. I wouldn't have thought about that, actually. That's a good accent block. What about the roof? Because roofs, I cannot do. I feel like I could build this roof. I don't build, though. I just do farms. These smokestacks, I don't know. I might be able to build this. That, I don't think I could build that. Definitely can't. This, I could probably build something like this. Granted, I think this is still very early stages. I feel like he's just getting the outside kind of perimeter done, and then, yeah, you can see he's doing a bunch of texturization and detailing and terrain. What's that called? Right, like it goes up and down the map. I don't know. It goes up and it goes down. That word. Doing a bunch of height mapping and stuff. Yeah, I like these walls. They go up and they go down. That's a good stuff. Terraforming. No, there's another word for it. Elevation. I mean, yeah, but no. I don't know. Words are bad. Let's see. Is there any other builds in the server? Rogue's been building some stuff over here. This is where my base is gonna go. Allegedly. Maybe I'll just build farms all season. But we got some good stuff over here. So this is Rogue Fox. These are pretty nice. Topography? Yeah, there we go. 3 people got in a row. 4 people. Everybody knows. The entirety of YouTube chat knows. Yeah, like, this is pretty nice. This is pretty chill. Even got a sheep. Yeah, no, barrel mini blocks. Let's connect to fences. That's kind of weird. And we got a creeping mine shaft and stuff. Like, it's pretty nice. I don't think I could build the roof, but like the rest of this I could throw together, you know? It's about my level. You know, we're all roughly the same level. And then Zloy and Eladrium come in and they're just like, boom! Look at this nice build right here. Showing us up. So this is Eladrium's place over here. Like, I can't do that. You kidding me? Bro, what? I can't be doing that. This kind of like terraforming, kind of like flower work. I can do that kind of stuff though. That's not too bad. I've done quite a bit of that. I just don't really build, you know? Doesn't really fit my channel or what I've built for myself. I don't think I could do this tent. I definitely wouldn't come up with like this entryway. Oh, those are nice. I like those. That's a great use of the cactus flower right there. Look at that. That's great. Wing shape? That's probably a natural pink. Yeah, we got the FOV changer. It's just an external app for Windows 10. You can find it on GitHub. This tree, I don't know if I can build that, guys. Look at the detailing. Look at the block placement. Look at this. It's so square, yet so slightly round. I want to be able to get it. I'd mess it up. Yeah, see, that's like ultra detailed, like foliage and stuff like that. And then, I don't know who this is. This might be moss. Obviously, the outside of it's not covered up yet, but like, this is nice. I feel like this is very me. I definitely would do something like this. I've definitely done things like this. I'd probably bump up the ceiling with like some slabs or something though. This has turned into a build critiquing stream, and I'm not a building YouTuber, so not cool. Cause I got that tree from like what's his name? Oh god, can I remember? From like Hex or something? Hexantal? No. I don't know. He's still around at some point. And this is from JCB, I believe. I think. But yeah, this is our hotel. Like, I don't think I could do any of this interior. This interior is good. I would not be able to do... Well... All this over here, all this detailing, I wouldn't really do all this. This over here, I would probably be... Yeah, I could probably do this. Like, once you get into the actual bedrooms and stuff up here, this is where it gets a little bit more better. Okay, obviously that's not part of the build. Bad room to showcase. Room number 5. Yeah, like little stuff like this. Like, I want to do any of this. No, it wasn't from Scar. It was from someone else. I forget their exact name right now. It was something like that. I also could not build this. This is beyond my skill level. Also, this just showed up. I haven't seen this yet. This is pretty nice. I like this. It's, is it supposed to be off-center? I don't know if it's supposed to be off-center. I think it might be, because look at that. They got, like, a little brace. It's nice. People actually do interiors, right? That's my thought process as well. This is my style of building right now on the server. It's got everything a man needs. Yeah, have you seen those pictures of, like, bro just moved in, and it's, like, an air mattress, a folding chair, or a plastic chair, and then, like, a TV on a box with, like, the Xbox setup. No coaster. Drink straight on the floor. That's me. That's me right now. Just a game setup. Yeah, it's like... No tables, no chairs, no couch, no appliances, like a fridge. I do not live like this. IRL, no, I like having some nice things. The current house that I'm in though, man, ugh, this place is a nightmare. Don't get me started. Maybe I'll rant about that on some other stream. There's certainly a lot to rant about. Man, once it's all over, guys, man, the video that I want to make on this is going to be a doozy. It's going to be crazy. I can't dox myself. TV on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, TV on the floor, but you got like a cardboard box in front of you for like your keyboard and mouse. Yeah. See, I don't even really want to... I don't even care about fixing it up anymore at this point. Kind of done with it, right? But that's the topic for another stream. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. And I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Same time, same place. Sunday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern, late UK and early Australian time. My name has been Silent Whisperer. You can follow me or subscribe on all platforms. Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube is where we stream. And then we got our Discord server. You can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads. We got the Instagram. I got that gram. And then you can follow me on the Facebook and all the places. But we're going to end by raiding someone as we usually do. Where's the raid button? And then we will keep the stream alive. Keep it going. Let's see who we got. Who do we got to raid? We got the Joe Hills. The Hilly Joe. And looks like he's doing something on the Hermitcraft server. So you guys know the deal. Drop a follow on his channel. Tell him where he came from. And I'll see you guys over there in their stream. And in the next one, here is their link in the chat for you guys over on YouTube and in the TikTok stream as well. Thank you guys for watching absolutely everywhere. Thank you for the support as well. The raids from Ray's Works and Linksy as well. A bunch of resubs and everything. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys over there and in the next